gosh. Did you do anything different to your radio? You sound a little bit muffled.
Oh, a little bit muffled, you think?
Yeah.
No, I didn't do anything to it. I'm running a different microphone right now.
Oh, okay.
Hey there, Skeeter. Right back 044, do I sound a little muffled over there?
Ain't not as clear as normal.
Not as clear as normal. Okay.
Alright, let's just say your modulation is at about 45%.
Is the microphone any better?
Yeah, it's quite a bit better. Now you're up to about 70%.
How do you know what my modulation percentage is?
I'm just trying to clarify things.
Do you think it's still muffled?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not clear.
It's not clear?
It might be the radio I'm on too. Let me switch radios.
Well, I kicked it in high gear. I don't know what that did. Don't listen to him.
Lies. Total lies.
How about it, Skeeter?
Come on.
Sounds okay here now.
Hey, Roger, well, I had the Maverick on low power.
10-4. No, it sounds okay now. That might have been, what'd you do, switch power?
I clicked it in high gear, now I put her back in low gear.
10-4.
Sounds good here, Skeeter. Even with all this crappy noise I got. I don't hear no noise. Well, bring your junk down here and then you can listen to it. You know, to this crap I got down here.
Good noise, Ron.
I'm sick of it.
Hey there, Gene. Hi, hey Dave. How are you?
Kick it in high gear. There you are there, Mean Gene. Hello.
Yeah, I just came down, turned on the radio, and lo and behold, the usuals were there.
Well, you picked a good night to check the radio, because it's about classic radio time here in about 27 more minutes.
Hey, how you doing, Skeeter?
Alrighty. How we sound over that way?
Beautiful. Hey, the good thing, at least you're inside, not outside working in this weather.
Yeah, but that's no good for the pocketbook either. Not good on the wallet, but hey, we're working.
Yeah, it's a trade-off.
Hello, Skeeter. What's happening, Skinny?
Man, I can't complain. Take it life easy, man. I will not complain. How about yourself?
Usual, one day at a time, get the job done every day. Are you going in tonight? Uh-huh. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad out there. It might be a little icy here and there, but it shouldn't be too bad. Friday we're supposed to get whacked. I'm not sure though. They say 48 inches.
Yeah, well, we're gonna deal with Wednesday, right? Like you said, one day at a time.
That's right. That's right. Are you gonna stick around for the roundup for a little while, or are you just passing by?
Hey, I'm passing through. I probably won't stay, but I figure I'll squeeze the trigger while I'm in here. I'm fooling around with a computer here.
That's four. Good hearing you in there. 575, the Los Angeles base station.
That's my Roger, man. Old bird sounding good, man. Go on with your bad self.
Operator.
Hey, what's going on, Skater?
Oh, not a whole lot. I haven't really been out in the service truck a whole lot. I've been a little slow around the area, so messing around down there in the shop.
Oh, there you go. I've been out every day.
Working?
Yeah, just a little bit. Do it when you can.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Ron, what radio are you on now?
I'm on a Cobra 1000.
Boy, that sounds good. You're giving me like 30 over.
Yeah, that's one of his better sounding radios right there.
Yeah, just a little one. Hold on, thank you. Hold on. Where you at? Yeah, maybe I keep it there. There you go.
Where'd you go, Ken? Are you still in there?
Yeah, I'm still sitting back listening.
10-4.
He's giving me a 20 over, but his modulation's down. I can read that.
Who, me?
Yeah.
How about me, Ron?
Yeah, you're down in the thicky wood.
Yeah, I know I'm down, but how's my march?
Yeah, your mod is lousy.
10-4. Yeah, that's what happens when you got all that noise down that way. You can't pull anybody out.
Hey, you sound pretty good over here there, Dave.
That's a star 10, Mike.
Everybody's going to sound good when you're 3 miles apart.
Yeah. Heard that.
Why don't you just sell that place and get one on top of a hill?
Oh, no.
It's better half already.
Normally I don't have a problem, but Pico's being a pain in the butt.
Yeah, Operator Ron. It's been a while. Good evening once again, 575.
What's going on here at 575?
I won't complain, man. Futzing around over here on this machine I was having some problems with, but I just figured I'd squeeze in here for a minute and acknowledge your presence before I step wide to the side.
Here you go. Well, you're making a trip over here anyway. Through this raunchy static that I got. But other than that, sounded alright.
Well, I guess that ain't such a bad trip for a barefoot radio. What do you think?
No, no. Everybody sounds good and they come through. It's just you know what my problem is over here.
Well, in the event
static, but, or the white noise. But, yeah, I got you.
Somebody out in the distance there. Who is that out there? What do you say, Ron?
Can't hear him.
Almost like you said Ghost Rider, but that's not right.
I haven't heard him for months.
I thought Ghost Rider, he passed away, didn't he?
Did he?
Oh, no, that's that Ghost Rider, no. Sorry about that, Ghost Rider, if you're out there. Yeah, I haven't heard him for a while either.
I don't know if I heard it right, but I thought he upped and left.
I know he was looking for a job, so I don't know what happened to him or where he got to, but that's the last I heard of him. And then I got quiet. Can you hear a little bit of a ping in there, Dave? Oh yeah, I hear it. Huh. That's the smallest one I got. Sounds good. No complaints. That way the guy next door can't complain you're ping. I'm going to change mics there, Skeeter. I want to see how it sounds. Yeah, for it. Okay, you know what this one sounds like. I'm going to put another one on. Yeah, right back to you, Skeeter. Did that make any difference? Oh, yeah, that's a little better. Uh-oh.
line.
Where's Sparky is with him?
He might have that moon number.
Something like that. 7:51. Good there, Breaker.
I wish you'd be able to hear me. This is Paul, all the way down here in Honeybrook. I understand everybody's radio stuff going on tonight. Just want to jump in and say hi.
Hello out there, Paul at Honeybrook. Operator Skeeter or downtown Pottstown.
Copy that. Yeah, we're just outside of Pottstown. Making a trip up there, okay? That's a good thing.
You're doing a fine job down here. I think I talked to you yesterday, didn't I?
No, I don't think so. I haven't been down this channel for a while. Actually, I've been talking to Dave Sandbagger. Him and I go back a couple years, and he told me about this, so I figured I'd jump in tonight and just say hello.
Time for he should be checking in here very shortly. But no, I haven't heard him. And you say you're out in Honeybrook?
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm sitting out here in his driveway in a mobile.
That's pretty finely tuned mobile. It sounded good down here.
I wish I could tell you it was a classic radio, but it's not. It's brand new.
Doing a good job over here from Honeybrook.
Yeah, where's that at?
Well, here's Nicholasville. You got 044 quarter wave Dave back to you, Roger.
I copied Zankerville. Wow, that's amazing. It's a good deal. Appreciate the comeback.
on the side so you get back to Skeeter. 044, quarter wave Dave on the side.
Tab 4 is good talking to you. Appreciate the shout. I don't want to hog up the frequency. I just figured I'd jump in here and say, hey, I'm just going to sit here and sandbag for a while.
Tag 4.
Lots of watts.
Hit a Sparky.
44, Skeeter.
Hello, Sparky. I got something I could put in there, but I don't really want to put a good one in there. Just the 29, it works good, would be fine.
Get yourself a Cobra 19 plus.
You can do it!
What's up, Ron?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much, man. Making the trip down there?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, 10-4, thanks.
I was keeping a squelch up just to see if people break it. I can't hear you? Oh, well.
Okay, yeah, I'm still tuning up a little bit. Alright. Seems to be on. 1149. We'll leave it there.
Yeah, you and Skeeter are the loudest.
When you gonna put the Mr. Henry to work?
Well, I did fire it up today, and I got high voltage. That's a good sign.
You got all the tubes for it?
It's only one tube in there.
What's in that thing? The 500Z?
3CX 1500A7.
10-4. I just handed one to Rear Bear about 2 months ago. I haven't heard nothing from him about it.
What's that? A big tube?
Yeah, it has a steel tube. It's got like metal all around it with fins on it.
Yeah.
Is that the 105 I was trying to get off of you?
Yeah. Like, I don't know what, I haven't heard nothing from Rear Bear about it, but I said I asked him yesterday.
10-4.
I don't think you'll find a tube tester around here that'll test it.
Nope, you gotta send them out. Which tube number was it? Do you remember?
3CX or SX or something like that, 1500. And there's a letter.
Okay, like an H or something?
Yeah, I don't even remember. Do not remember what the exact number was, but it was a 3 something something 1500
something.
Yeah, there's a lot of variants, but I got a couple spare tubes. I was just trying it with the original tube and got my high and low voltage. Doesn't seem to be registering any plate current when I go to key up without a driver. I should get some plate current there. So it could be a relay in there. I only replaced one of the two relays inside. Or the tube's bad.
Yeah, you don't know till you try it, I guess.
Well, the multimeter on the front shows high voltage for the DC supply, but not the plate voltage, so I almost have to check and probe that transformer. It's a whole separate transformer, I think, for the plate.
Therefore, you can always lick your finger and put it on a terminal.
Nah, I'll use a high voltage probe. Thanks.
And then stick your tongue on it on a metal pole outside.
Nah, 4,000 volts. I'll be extra cautious.
Yeah, that'll send you through the window or kill you one or the other.
That's right. High voltage edition of Classic Radio Roundup.
Get these here clocks checked. It's 8:01 here. Yep, mine just changed 8:01.
Evening, Ken. How's this old unit in Grant sounding over your way?
Splendiferous.
10-4, you're sounding good too. No problem hearing you tonight. Aren't these the same boards that are in the Cobra 2000s and the 148s?
I don't know. I did hear somebody up there in the distance, though.
I hear you.
Yeah, that's right. It's not like messing with the kid. It's good fun.
Who is that out there?
076, Southwest Florida.
076 Southwest Florida. We got you up here in the Keystone.
Well, sounding good down here, no doubt. A little, you're in there with the noise, your modulation's coming through.
Hey, 10-4, welcome to Classic Radio Roundup.
Oh, it's the Classic Radio Roundup. Well, I'm working in old unit in Grant, so that's kind of classic.
Hey, man, right back at you. That's what I'm running right now. Unit in Grant, 775 Keystone.
Alright, 775, sounding good down this way, no doubt. About 100 miles southwest of Tampa there.
I think the Florida might have fingered out there. Where'd you go there, Florida?
I'm the cat box.
You're talking on him.
Fat boy behind you.
All right, 10-4, man. I'm going to step back. Good to hear you down there just below Tampa. Maybe we'll hear 05 check in tonight. What's going on, Bagger?
Oh, I'm setting myself up here. Haven't quite get everything dialed in yet, but I think I got too much weight gain for one thing, but here we are, Classic Radio Roundup.
The radio sounding mighty fine over here at the Lhasa Apsu base station. Your buddy Paul out there in in there.
Oh, okay. Very good. I'll have to throw the beam down that way.
Evening, Sandbagger. Oh, I can hear you. How you doing, Dave?
Hey, Paul, how you doing? Welcome to the roundup.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate the invite. Sounds like a great group of guys.
This is probably the best group of radio operators you'll find on 11 meters.
Yeah, copy that. It just ain't like the old days. I had a conversation about the company I keep out here in the western Chester County area, and our friends up on 21, man, it's pretty typical of what there is out there today.
Yeah, we try not to talk about that too much because, then that just invites trouble.
I copied that. Don't feed the kitty. Evening, Sandbagger.
Hello there, quarter wave Dave. How's it going?
Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Hanging in there.
You survived another one of these little gay snowballs?
Cared for it. Gotta go out days later to pick the better half up at work.
Yeah. Another nuisance snowfall. Nothing to get all excited about. Although the one on the weekend might end up being worth talking about.
Yeah, they say one's moving in for Saturday.
Yeah, it says it could be significant, although the exact definition of significant has yet to be revealed.
Get your snowblowers ready.
Get your toe chains ready there, Skeeter.
Yeah, that's true. I am on call all weekend, too.
And calls you will get. Were you on call on Sunday with all the ice and everything?
Nope, I was sitting right here on the couch laughing at my buddy who was on call. And it was all raining Sunday, so I had a good chuckle at him.
What happened to your signal? You were giving me 20 over, now you're giving me a 6.
I think I hit the beam switch there, listening to that Florida station.
Well, you about to put me in the null then.
There we go.
Now you're back up in the red again. All right. Hey, Paul, what, you just sit out in your driveway in the truck?
Hey, it's 10-4. I got it warmed up, sitting out here nice and cozy, looking at the house. Yeah, what a life.
Hey, you're not doing too bad. You put an antenna up on the roof and it'll be a lot stronger, but, for what you got there, you're doing good.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's what the plan is. I gotta go get a power supply and then get a mast and an antenna, and probably within the next couple of weeks. That's what I'm hoping for anyway.
Yeah, then you'll have to wait for the weather to get nice. Putting up antennas in weather like this is no fun.
10-4, especially when you're as old as I am.
Yeah, I know. I used to scamper up ladders like a monkey when I was younger. Now they kind of give me the willies.
Yeah, it's almost tempting to pay somebody to go up and do it for you. Yeah, I'm hoping the year's getting a little better. I was talking to, I think it was 44 out in Zieglerville, and he was barely moving the needle, but I could pull him out. And I'm hoping with an antenna on the roof, I'll be able to hear better.
Yeah, we got a pretty good, diverse location here on most of the people. I mean, you got Sparky up there in Springmount, Tickles up in Sonerton, and Quarterwave Dave's in Zieglerville, and Skeeter's in Saratoga. I'm in Douglasville. Pete's, Pete hasn't, I guess he hasn't shown yet. He's over in, what would you call that? Kind of between Saratoga and Figley'sville, I guess. And a few other people around too, so we got all the bases covered.
Yeah, I copy that. Sounds like a pretty diverse group. Spread out over a couple of counties. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, then there's Chuck. Chuck's down here by you. He's past you. He's down more towards Westchester, but you should hear him real good when he gets in there.
Copy that. Can't wait to hear 'em.
When Tickle gets in there, he's over Soderton.
Yeah, I mentioned that already. And, there are a few other people that get in there semi-regularly. Nitro 100, he's over near Pottstown, and a couple other people. Night Train's over near, he's between me and Pottstown. So, yeah, you know, everybody, runs, basically, well, this is Wednesday night, this is Classic Radio Roundup, so everybody's running a vintage piece of equipment from, back in the day, the 1960s, on to about the 80s. I copy that. You know, I was just sitting here thinking, my first radio was a Johnson 23-8 Messenger. Boy, I'll tell you what, I would kill to have that radio back.
I think I have one downstairs. Yeah, you might want to try that one more time.
And my radio of choice tonight is the Cobra 2000.
Copy that.
Kind of feel like the outcast. Yeah, some of us are a little insane with our collecting. Guys like Sparky have probably more radios than most people have pairs of socks.
Get it back up and going. Let me know, man.
I got about a dozen myself.
Yeah, I wish I had half of what I had throughout the years. I'd be right up there with you. Then you have Tim over there in North Wales. He can go on half the night naming people. No, we got pretty good membership here. Ron down there, a cameraman in between me and the night train and you. Pretty good diverse group here, like you said. Widespread.
Oh, I forgot about poor old Ron. Good grief. Shame on me, man.
Left me down here in the static alone. Thanks a lot, bud.
Yeah, Ron's outstanding in his static.
Here you go. I'll make it a light dim meal.
You're up there.
Break for the Classic Radio Roundup.
And here's Nitro.
Good evening, gentlemen. Rockin' the Robin T240D.
The Yellow Bird has made its entrance.
Evening, Nitro.
Hey there, Quarter Wave Dave.
And we're looking off this realistic.
Which realistic's that?
455.
Okay.
Evening time there, Nitro. That thing is sounding top shelf tonight.
Thank you there, Skeeter, blasting that signal all over the heavens. Right through my ears. Sounding good, man.
We have one person conspicuously absent. Where the heck's Pete?
He was in here. I don't know what happened to him, but I think he was playing with Ico or something like that. And we're missing a night train. Missing one night train and one countywide. Countywide had to get in the rain locker and get his things organized because he was running late.
Running late. Good grief.
There could be a debriefing involved here. There could be several debriefings.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Night Train yet. He usually doesn't get in there until a little bit later.
He was in there all afternoon.
Oh, was he? Didn't have a job today?
No.
Oh, so maybe he will grace us with his presence a little bit earlier tonight.
Well, I certainly hope he does. Because Classic Radio Roundup without the train is just classic radio.
on the precipice of bankruptcy and all that, and we probably won't be seeing them after a little while. We'll have to do a tribute to Realistic Radios.
I think we ought to give him a call and, tell him how to stay in business. We can help him with that. We really can. But, Pete might be into a little smoking solder.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I checked the radar. It looks like the storm has moved out, so whatever we got is what we're going to get.
Yeah, just a rush hour nuisance.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't even think we got an inch.
No, we gotta watch this one coming up for Saturday.
Yeah, they keep dropping hints that it could be significant, but then, I've come to know that the weather people tend to hype stuff up, and then they tend to fall on their face.
That's for sure. Hurricane Dave, what did you hear down there?
What was that?
I said Hurricane Dave, what you hear down there in Zieglersville as far as this weather coming?
Like you said, they don't know yet.
Not to change the subject, but did anybody see the Don Thompson's, he's guilty?
Yeah, 35 years.
They gave him 35 years?
They said he could face up to 30 years. He's looking a little raggedy, too.
30 years? Crazy. You can kill somebody and get away earlier than that.
Well, they're probably making an example out of him since he's a well-known broadcaster and celebrity.
Ticket scalper.
Just kept his skater there and taking what he's got. Probably would have been a lot less than 35 years. You get it, Dave?
Yeah. The reason it's up to 35 years is because he didn't take the plea bargaining like they offered him.
Well, I guess he thought he was going to be found innocent, which he was guilty on all counts.
Well, he should have went with the plea bargain. It would have been a whole lot easier on him.
I'm sure he's probably going to... Can he still appeal it? That's not going to come to court anytime soon, but I guess he could.
I heard he represented himself. Now, that's not too smart.
And what's that saying? He who represents himself as a fool for a lawyer?
You better believe it.
He is a smooth talker, a good talker. I'm surprised he got found guilty of everything, but he's definitely a talker. He can talk, that guy.
He talked them people into spending their money on something that wasn't there.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him, but when he was first on the scene, he was big, man. He had a voice you could recognize a mile away. I met him one time at some convention. I saw him one time, but I heard him talking. I said, "That's Don. I gotta go look."
And for
He forgot to put his hand real deep in his pocket and take a good grip on life.
Hey, the operator.
Hi, Quarterweight Dave. Hi, Sandbagger Dave. Hi, Ron. And who else is sandbagging out there? Shh! I'm sandbagging.
Hello, operator. Happy New Year.
Same to you, buddy. I haven't heard from you in a while.
Well, same stuff, different day.
It's confirmed. Frozen precipitation that was falling from the sky has ceased at this time.
Yeah, that's right. It's moved out of the area according to the radar.
bunch of the guys pushed the snow around in the parking lot.
Yeah, hopefully the sun will come out tomorrow and then it'll just melt off my driveway. A half an inch or so that I got.
Well, it's probably going to be slippery and slidey tomorrow morning.
I don't know about that, considering all the salt they put down. For a half an inch of snow, they put a half an inch of salt down.
Yeah, but they didn't put it in your driveway.
Well, I don't care about that. It'll melt. Once the sun comes out, my driveway melts, like you wouldn't believe that. I don't know. It just absorbs the sun's rays and melts right off.
Yeah, and then by the time we actually do get a heavy storm, they'll start to complain, oh, we don't have any salt supply.
Yeah, that's what'll happen. They'll run out of salt. They've been putting it down for all these little pissant storms, and when they really need it, there won't be any.
This is the N3 CBJ repeater in Fairview Village, Pennsylvania.
Evening Classic Radio Roundup. Hello, Tim.
Evening, Tim.
Yeah. Pretty quiet out there tonight. Yeah, the skip got out of there. I thought maybe we'd an extra of it, because it was pretty noisy at around 5 o'clock, but it's quiet now.
Hey, you got a lot of snow over there?
I got maybe a half an inch or maybe between a half and 1 inch. That was about it.
Yeah, that's about what I got over here, too.
That's what we got here, too. I just went out and checked.
Yeah, it's not enough to even worry about.
They gotta spend their winter budget out there sold their roads, you know.
Well, they raised that gas tax, 10 cents a gallon, so they can afford to buy more now.
Yeah, cheapest I saw gas was $2.14, or $2.11 in Collegeville.
Yeah, that seems to be a low spot in the area. Collegeville. It's 220 up here.
Yeah, like 225, 222 over here.
Yeah, it was 217 in Horsham earlier today, but it still has to drop a little bit more. The wholesale price and all that, it should be right around a little over $2 a gallon. It's 201 or something. That's for that 10 cents though. If it wasn't for the 10 cents, it should be below $2 a gallon.
I wish it would drop below $2 a gallon. Mr. Sticking at billions of dollars of profit, they're still making it if it falls below $2 a gallon.
Oh yeah, well, the fact that they're taking so long to drop it, that's all extra money they're making.
Yeah. I guess you can't blame them for that.
Yeah, but watch, when it goes back up again, they'll raise it immediately.
Oh yeah, no kind of $4 a gallon.
I read the other day, though, that they, based on what the forecasting and all is for oil, they expected it to be down, the price of oil to be, low for probably the next couple of years.
That's what I heard too. It's not going to go up right away because there's too much out there in the Far East. They have too many complications. They all can't get together to raise it up. They're fighting each other over it. Yeah, we'll just remember this. Obama's not out of office yet.
Yeah. Well, they were saying that Saudi Arabia and all that, they're tired of having to cut back production whenever there's a glut. And they're like, we want to get our share too, so they're going to keep the spigot open. Like, great, good, keep the price down.
That's what I was just saying. Their countries over here can't get together. They try to agree to cut production, and the other countries don't want to go with them, and they overproduce what they were just to get back at them.
Yeah, classic radio roundup. My favorite is how Obama administration takes the credit for it.
Yeah, right. Like he had anything to do with it.
He had everything against it. He did everything he could do to prevent it from happening.
Let me guess, you're on the Demco.
Nope.
Because that thing's all sorts of swingy and choppy and staticky.
Here, let's see if I can calm it down a little bit. Hello, radio.
That's 100% better.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it doesn't match up well to one pill into the 8.
It was like, one of them swingy guys, all choppy sounding.
Yeah, but it works real nice on the one pill by itself, anyhow. Nope, solid state radio tonight.
Which radio you running? The realistic?
TRC 55, and I think I heard a breaker out in the distance. Maybe I did not. I think I hear Unit 21 calling Radio Roundup. You got a squeal. Yeah, hello, One-Eyed Jack. Top of the evening to you. 441 is Spitfire. Working this 23 channel realistic TRC 55. Roger on the Browning R23 S27. Well, I wish I could give you a better report. I mean, you're making the trip and all, but it sounds like you got a squeal going on. I don't know if anybody else hears that. Anybody else hear that?
He's down at my noise level.
Yeah, I can't hear him at all.
Hello, Tim.
12 feet.
Come on back, One-Eyed Jack. Give it a try. Yeah, 10-4. Well, you seem to have tamed it down a little bit. Sounding better.
Yeah, Roger. Well, if I turn it up a little more, she'll start to go on there. I got a good copy music. You're playing real good, over.
10-4, Roger, right on. Well, you're doing a good job with that glowing glass tram, no doubt about it. Well, thanks for checking into the roundup there, One-Eyed Jack. Always good to hear from you. Roger, Roger. Well, don't push it over the edge, my friend. Don't push it over the edge. You're doing all right. You're still on the edge anyway, but you are making it into this realistic receiver, no doubt about it. One-Eyed Jack, I'm going to let you go, my friend. There's a lot of traffic up this end. Classic Radio Roundup. 441. Thanks for checking in. Roger, Roger, One-Eyed Jack. We're going to let you go, man. It's getting full of traffic up this way. 73, my friend, all the best. And again, thanks for checking in. We're always here on Wednesday night. Classic Radio Roundup, Channel 13.
on your AM dial.
Yeah, he's running the old Browning pair.
Evening, County Lloyd.
Hello, Quarter Wave Dave. Man, I go away for half an hour and come back, and we're on a political bent on the Classic Radio Roundup.
Well, semi-political anyway. More economic.
Yeah. Well, I guess you can't talk economics without some political bent to it.
I didn't start it this time.
I'll tell you what, this TRC 55's got one stinking hot receiver.
I've heard that about those.
I have the RF gain rolled back halfway, and that's like a normal receiver. You turn it up all the way, it's like turning a preamp on.
This one's the same way, Pete.
These things are smoking receivers. I like this radio already.
I always did like a radio with a good receiver.
It's like it's got a built-in preamp, and it seems to smoke pretty good modulation-wise on the damn stock handheld.
Wait till you put Christmas lights on it.
Yeah, gotta add the Christmas lights. Hello, operator.
Yeah, I'm sandbagging as usual. Hello to you too.
Well, I'm not sandbagging. I was out clearing the driveway of frozen precipitation. That's why I'm a little bit late.
I'm gonna let the sun do that for me tomorrow.
Well, as you know, I live back here in the woods, and all the sun would do was turn that inch of snow into a half inch of ice.
Yeah, I may have to do something with the sidewalk, but the driveway will clear itself tomorrow.
I used the leaf blower, backpack leaf blower, and blew it all out of the way.
By the time it melts, it turns ice right away if you don't clear it.
It's no longer an issue.
How's this 455 sound?
That's a 455? Sounds a little bit over-modulated.
Yeah, how about there?
So you have a 55 and a 455?
No, I just got the 455.
Okay. That's the 40 channel version, but that's the one that's got the vertical plug-in boards that kind of makes it a pain to work on.
And 4.
This one's kind of screwy where you activate the squelch and it makes the audio loud and distorted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't want to use the squelch. It's horrible.
That's a bad thing.
That much should be better, huh?
No, it's worse.
Oh, no.
Oh no, it sounds like you're talking to a paper cup with a piece of wax paper in between. Oh no.
I don't hear that.
That's what I heard.
He's probably too close then.
It sounds horrible.
That sounds, I mean, it's stock mic-ish sounding, but it doesn't sound bad, not to me.
I wonder if there ain't an issue with this receiver, you know? The squelch acts funny, and then seems like strong signals is kind of overloaded a little.
Well, what happens if you turn off the noise limiter, noise blanker, and roll the RF gain back? Does he sound alright then?
Noise blanker and automatic noise limiter are off, and the RF gain is halfway back.
You have to go back a little more with the RF gain on those radios.
Yeah, now I got it like 5/8 of the way back.
And you're probably still getting a good signal on everybody.
Yep, I'm getting like 5 to 6 on you.
Yeah, see, that's him running
halfway up is like normal. Actually, a little bit better than normal. I can't believe a radio is that hot of a receiver, and then if you use it all, it's horrible.
Maybe there's an AGC problem.
Well, it's not a level problem as far as audio.
No, but it might be an RF AGC problem. Or unless the signal's overloaded.
Yeah, something's not quite right, but it seems to work all right otherwise. I mean, if you can get by that.
I've got a few radios like that. You just once you get used to using the radio with the RF gain back, it just comes second nature.
Sounds all right down your way, Tim, don't it?
It sounds fine to me.
And for it might be because Pete's close.
Sounding good up here, Dave.
And four.
Yeah, even with the RF gain all the way back, it still don't sound all that good to me. It distorts.
Maybe it's frequency. You have a delta tune?
Well, yeah, there's a tuning issue in this radio, I think.
Maybe it's a little frequency, off or something. Although Dave sounds on frequency to me, but then I'm on the Cobra 2000. I'm not sure how narrow this is. I may not be able to tell.
Yeah, it's almost like it puts in a feedback artifact of its own.
It sounds kind of squealy in the background.
And even does it to you when you key up. It goes, "Rrr."
That's the radio that did that. The high gain used to do that on channel 21. If I had the clarifier in the middle and it was directly on channel, and I used to hear that coming in with people like, what the heck is that noise? And then I'd go to 20 and slide the clarifier up and it wouldn't do it.
Hey there, Al. No, Dave. Hello. Tim, hello, Pete. Pete, you sound a little muffled.
Hello, Al. Well, I'm working a stock microphone.
Joe.
Realistic handheld stock microphone, TRC 55.
On an old 146.
Dramatic like break.
Cobra 146. Hey, well, there's a quick bike out there.
Hey, I just want to thank you all for the invite. I'm going to go back inside the house. It's been a pleasure listening today and a pleasure meeting you all. Take care. I'm going 10-7. All right, Paul. We'll talk later. Have a good one. Stay warm. I plan on it. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Looking forward to it.
Gotcha, Paul. Have a good evening.
Good night, all.
Hello, goodbye.
Hello, goodbye from the neighborhood. How about now, Pete? Does that still sound,
Sounds better.
time for, but not clear.
No, that's alright. It's not like it was.
Time for.
Still has, like, it's not you, it's this radio. Puts in an artifact because you're so strong.
It's a signal strength artifact. That's an inner mod.
Yeah, radio's a little bit out of tune somehow or other.
Yeah, what are you on now, Dave? The Bengal?
Time for the bangle. That's always a nice sounding radio.
Yes, it is.
That's why I asked him how it sounded, because I know this one always does sound good.
Yeah, it does. That's like your standard. Everything else compares against that one.
down here in the borough of Norristown, but some of the guys out there in the suburbs can't hear you. Well, I do thank you there, no voice. It's the operator. Okay. Oh, I understand. I do understand. You know, it's just how it is there. You know, I'm with you, buddy. You just take your time. I'm with you. Thanks.
On Classic Radio Roundup.
Hey, Sparky.
What's going on, Badger?
Hey, I handed off your phone number to another ham operator.
And the subject matter might be?
I think he needs some antenna work done. Within a 40-foot range. It's one of the guys I normally have breakfast with on Sunday mornings, and real nice guy, quiet, laid back, but he's asked me the other day, he goes, you got somebody over your house with a bucket truck? I said, yeah. I said, the guy's really good. I said, the nice thing about it is, I said, he's another ham, so not only does he have a bucket truck, he knows what he's doing when he goes up there, and he knows, you know, so it's very convenient.
I appreciate the lead. Bucket truck is temporarily down.
That's right. I gave him that, and I gave him the name of R&R Electric up there, and actually up by your neck of the woods. It's off Route 73 by the Mennonite Old Age Home. It's an electrician up there that's got a bucket truck up there. So he's got a 30-foot bucket truck, but you know he's not a ham, so you know he goes up in the air and he doesn't know what he's doing. But anyway, you know, so you might have somebody call you and make reference to my name. You know, you just mention to them that you know what you're doing right now. That's all. And for everybody else out there, have a good night. I got to get up early in the morning. 73rds.
Oh, darn, Badger. Sorry you have to go, man. Good to hear you in there.
Yeah, well, I was in there the other night talking with Trey. Trey and I had a good talk. It was like really late at night, but I was looking for you then. I think it was like Sunday night or Monday night or something like that. So, but yeah, it's 3 a.m. comes quick, and I'm gonna be there when the horn goes off. I gotta head up to a prison tomorrow morning and make a delivery.
Whole busload of them, huh? I know how that is. Yep, just got to get her inspected, and that's about it. That's about $1,500, so just kind of wait until a big payday comes in. I can take that over to the mechanic, but I'll let you know when that day comes.
I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Catch you later, Badger. Catch you later, Badger. Good evening, Sporty.
See you, Doug.
Good night, guys.
Hello, Doug. Goodbye, Doug. Hello, Sparky.
What's going on, County Line? Tim, I was having a malfunction. I had jumper malfunction.
I hear you.
I thought it was the radio. I'm bouncing the radio up and down on the bench, and it's, going in and out. Pulling on the cable, nothing's happening, and ended up being a bad jumper.
He had malfunction in his junction. I got my cell phone out. You want me to call your wife?
Yeah, tell her it's over.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. Ain't it great hearing from the peanut gallery?
Yeah. Oh, this thing's right on frequency. Cool.
for? Gotta love those Royces.
This was the first one I got that I was talking to you guys on way back in the beginning as far as bass radios. It actually worked for me. How's the modulation on it?
Kinda stockish.
Oh, yeah, I got the D104 on it.
Pump it up.
And don't hit it with a hammer.
Yeah, take all the fun out of it.
Now, those stock radios are supposed to sound like that.
Yeah. Show you right.
Yeah, stock radio. See you, operator. Good night there, operator.
Catch you later, operator. Absolutely, guys. Good night to you all. And no voice, I'll talk to you later, buddy. Hello, goodbye. We're 10-7.
Hey, watch out for them frozen pepperoni sticks on the Danahour.
Yeah, I gotta keep in touch with myself because my mind's too small to be alone.
Well, just so long as you check in now and again.
Good evening, Classic Radio Roundup. Night Train Base Station signing on. There he is.
The train is in the station. Hello, train countywide.
Hello around the band. I don't know who was all in there. Skeeter said there was a full house, so hello around the band. Night Train Base Station signing on.
Hey, Night Train.
Yeah, the house is full. And Roger, who was that going to double? I heard doubles.
We got Tim down here in North Wales, Night Train. Good evening.
Hello, Tim. Sounding good today. Hello there. I think Sparky was in there. Skeeter's in there. Countywide. Bagger. Operator Ron. Who else is on the band?
And I made a switch in radios.
Hey there, Train. Nitro 100 waving.
Oh, hello, Nitro. Surprised to hear you in there.
Oh, Nitro just snuck in under the radar. Hello, Nitro.
Hey there, Pete. Oh, I've been in here for a while.
Yes, he has.
Well, I missed the introduction.
You missed the boat.
Hey there, Night Train.
Hey, missing ship's movement is punishable by the UCMJ, you know.
You gotta remember, it's not the size of the ship that makes you seasick. It's the motion of the ocean. Evening 44.
Good evening.
Yeah, but nobody wants to cross the Atlantic in a canoe.
Unless you're wanting to get in the Guinness Book of World Records. I'll take a Chinese junk over that.
Did you notice a switch, or does this sound the same?
Well, you're on an amplified mic now.
Well, I'm on a different radio altogether.
Well, yeah, that's what made it obvious. Much more clear.
Well, I was hoping for that. You know, if it was going to sound like a previous radio, I was going to worry.
Where are you switching from, countywide?
A TRC 55 that the receiver was making me crazy to my Cobra 98, the bus.
Roger. All right. We've got all forms of public transportation represented tonight. We've got both the train and the bus.
This old piece of shit working?
Yes, it is.
Now we need a trolley.
Ding, ding.
I'm on a Cam 88, so...
The little brother of the Cobra 98.
All right, we'll just tell you you're riding the short bus.
Tag for the short bus. Now I'm on a cable car.
That's right.
Yeah, show you right.
How's it all doing out there? hopefully we're receiving better than you are. That's right. I can hear everybody. Well, that's a good thing. It'd be kind of worthless trying to operate radio if you couldn't.
Now, you gotta realize one thing. The normal person, that noise wouldn't make a hill of beans to. But Operator Ron, pin dropping in the room he's talking in makes a noise.
Are you trying to say that Ron is kind of OCD when it comes to his noise level?
Tag 4.
Oh, so is that the case? He's got an S3 noise level. I got that.
Yeah, he's getting so used to it that I don't think it really bothers him anymore.
That you, Ken?
Yep, that's me.
I have to put a preamp on to get an S1 noise level.
This is a good night. The other night I had 3 pounds of hash.
Snow-coated ground gets that wave out there, I'm telling you.
I got an S3 noise level right now on the Cobra. Usually on the Spew Radio Royce, I cracked the gain up and it's almost an S7 now. Listening to some of the Watergates for Classic Radio Roundup, man. For the life of me, I couldn't stay woke long enough to hear what I was looking for.
It's quiet over here at Countywide Volcano Crater, though, ain't it?
Are you gating tonight, Pete?
I've been gating longer than I've been in here.
10-4. Break channel.
Uh-oh, there's a breaker. What's going on up there, Top Gun?
Hey, how you doing, Pete? Working this SBE console too. Hoping it's working tonight.
Yeah, your SBE is making it down here to my bus, Cobra 98 by B&K.
Sounds a lot like the Trinidad too.
Yeah, I got the console too and the Trinidad.
They both sound about the same. Good, consistent SBE modulation.
Yeah, 10-4. I just wanted to key up. I heard you guys in there, and I was on the big base station. I'm like, well, hold on. Let me get a classic radio out.
Yeah, it's not hard to do.
Sounds really good, Top Gun.
Unamplified desk mic.
Nice, Top Gun. Hello there from the train family.
Hey, Night Train, how you doing?
Doing all right, man.
10-4.
I've had this one warming up all day, so I decided that I was going to run it. Well, I wanted to run it tonight anyway. That's why I warmed it up. I had to ask her not to turn it off. 10-4. What radio's that? It's the Tram D201A. Okay.
I was trying to get that ICO 712 I got off of Operator on working. It works. It's got good audio, but I can't get but maybe a watt out of it. Something's wrong with the Pi network. It's real touchy.
Uh-oh. I take it you tried swapping the final tube.
Yeah, I tried that. That actually made things get me to the watt. Before that, all I could get was bzzz.
Yeah, because that's what solved my problem with my Sonar. I was putting out a half a watt, and I swapped the tubes, and it jumped to 6 watts.
Well, it was going bzzz and no output power to 1 watt.
Well, we'll have to call you 1 Watt Willie.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. The receiver works fine on it. I get a hold of that Sam's, I'll get it fixed. There's something in the tuning, and I ain't quite sure. I can't quite figure it out without the schematic.
It's possible one of the tuning caps is bad. If it's one of those compression type with the mic insulators.
That's my first guess right there.
Anyway.
Because you got to fool around with it even just to get the watt, and if you go any way other way, it's you lose it.
Well, you got a knocker.
Well, my frequency's open.
As soon as I find this book, though, I'll have to get it to you, okay?
Oh, yep, 10-4. Yeah, that's Dave's.
I believe so.
That'll go a long way to helping me out.
Is that a Panasonic chassis radio, or is that different?
I'm going to have to say it's different, but I can't swear to that.
Yeah, it probably is.
There's a certain amount of copies of that radio, too. For instance, the ECI people, if I'm not mistaken, Panasonic didn't make theirs, and they had that same configuration.
Yeah, no, that's a hard, I don't know, because it looks a lot like the same design.
You know, the design is not all that dissimilar from the Metrotech.
I think somebody drew the schematic and different ones built it.
Yeah, I wonder if the ECI model is the basis that the Panasonic chassis was copied off of. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who came first, chicken or the egg.
But yeah, I knew that was coming. The chicken and the egg somehow or another. Some fried chicken fit right into this conversation, man. Golden brown.
What I had for dinner tonight, so yeah, it does fit in.
Roger that. Yeah, so some of them ECIs, they don't really look like they were made in Japan. 10-4.
Well, that's an interesting history. That's the kind of thing maybe we could research and find out on Grumpy's forum or something. Some of those radios have a long history, and some of them are very much U.S. made, and then somewhere along the line they just started coming in from Japan, and it's kind of interesting when that changeover occurred and what precipitated it and who it affected, and whether they used original U.S. designs that they copied or whether they came up with their own. It just happened to be very close or what. I mean, I know the Cobra, the CAM-88 and the 98 are different. They're much different than the Panasonic chassis, but some of the others are really close.
Yeah. ECI people were a little bit different too. If you'll notice, there was a relay over in the corner, upper right-hand corner, that had a 4-pin tube socket sort of contact, and they were the only ones that had that in there, as far as I know. But their design was just ever so slightly different.
Yeah, we all know Sonar is completely different. That's completely American made.
That's also a very, very good radio. People are starting to recognize that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I wish mine would work right. That meter's got some weird problem with it.
Yeah, they have been known to have a problem. Now, mine's been sounding bright. I don't know if it's my microphone element or whether there's any problem with the radio. I haven't bothered it lately, but then again, I've been, kind of, tied up with other things, so I haven't played that. I probably should, otherwise it may rebel against me. You know how they do if you leave them sit.
Yeah, my Sonar's a little on the bright side, too, for a tube radio. I noticed that the last time I ran it, and I'm thinking, well, I'll go in there and up a couple of capacitor values or something and add a little bit more low end, and that should hopefully balance that out a little bit.
You can always do that. Look on the brighter side. They design them that way.
Yeah, I like the tube radios that have a lot of low end. That's just that warmer sound.
That's exactly what I like. I hope I'm sounding warm tonight. I'll go for it. In other words, if you're going to go bright, might as well have transistors. How about a night train? Go ahead, do Top Gun. Hey, I'm going to try something with this radio. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. So get a grip on what I'm saying right now, and I'm going to get back to you here in a little bit. And Roger. All right. Good enough, Top Gun. 10-4.
Sonar, FS23.
That's what you're on now?
I did another musical radio change. 441 countywide radio on the Sonar FS23.
Roger. We'll use microphone for you on that one.
My Shure 450.
Roger. And Bagger, you're having trouble with yours. We could have a Sonar night, man. It works. It's just the receive is not as, maybe it's a little weaker than what I think it should be, but mainly the S meter is just wrong. Nobody gives me more than a 4. I hate when them S meters don't work right. I can't stand that, man. If I knew how to fix them, I would. They always give me trouble. But yeah, I hate that. I love to watch meters, and when one ain't working right, it's almost as if an eye is not quite seeing correctly. Yeah, so then you understand where I'm coming from. I do. When I sit in front of my radio, I watch the radio. In fact, I watch all the meters. That's what I do. And if it, if it has a dead eye, dead eye.
I'm an engineer. I live by meters. If I don't have a meter, I got nothing to tell me what's going on. But anyway, yeah, a tube change solved my meter issues on my Sonar FS23 on the side.
What was it, a 6BA6?
I don't rightly recall. I have to pull out the schematic. It was, and then I'd have to open up the top of the radio and look. But it was one of them in a chain of soldiers.
Bagger, I kind of think it's one of those tubes between the IF stages that they take that voltage off of. Yeah, I've already been down that path, though.
Mine works perfect. S8 on Sandbagger and a little better than 9 on the train, and that's typical.
Yeah, I'm on the beam at you now, though.
You're usually plus an 8, plus or minus.
I'll throw the beam back at you and it'll probably make it a little stronger.
Yeah, now you're over the 9.
Yeah, it's coming back. There we go. That's back at you.
Yeah, I won't say it's perfect, but it works a whole lot better than it did when I got the radio as far as the S meter.
I would rather have it a little loose than as tight as it is right now. It's just bad.
Yeah, well, you're giving me 5 dB over 9. So it's a little on the loose side.
I can understand how I feel about that Mark III with that floppy needle. That thing be all over the place.
I like the Demco satellite meter. Man, that thing is beautiful. S9 right slam and center scale. And it just works linear the whole way. I love that one.
This one works real well on the tram. I'm happy with it. But the Browning, no, I can't say the same. The 623 has a beautiful meter.
My Tram Titan has a beautiful meter, and it works right. But the 9 is not center scale. Demco did it right and put 9 in center scale, and you're either above that or below that. I hate when they squish everything down and 9 is less than center scale.
See, I can go a little higher.
9 should be either center scale or past it, yeah.
See, we can go to +10. What you done did?
But the Demco meter's so damn big, they can get away with putting it in the middle.
That's right. Friday night train. All right, come on there, Top Gun.
All right, now, does this sound better, or is this a whole lot worse?
No, it doesn't sound better or worse. It sounds all right.
Well, so no change at all.
I still got 6 pounds on you, and you're still legible. You're clear.
10-4. That's cool. All right, I'm glad to know that.
So what did you do, Top Gun?
I got rid of the 3 pill and went on to a little fat boy 2 pill that I've had laying around for forever.
Roger that. Yeah, I didn't see much difference, Top Gun.
10-4? Hey, no doubt. Well, I learned that tonight. My knowledge is getting bigger.
I like the 2 pills better than I do the 3 pills anyway. That way you hit them both at once, dear, instead of hitting one and then letting it hit 2. I always like the double. That way you kind of distribute your power, and none of them are under stress. 10-4?
Yep, no doubt. It looks good on the meter.
Roger that. And you're looking good on the meter over here.
10-4. Well, thanks for the radio check there, Night Train.
Anytime, man. Train back on the side, y'all. Yeah.
So what's going on, Pete? Dave, how you guys doing?
I'm over here living the dream. Yeah, and I take that one step further. I got a 1 pill in line and a 2 pill in line. So I can either have the 1 pill, a 2 pill, or a 3 pill. Breaker!
1, 2, 3 pill.
3 pill, 5 pill.
And I could take either one of them and drive it into the big box for entertainment value.
2 pill, 4 pill.
Could be 1, 2, 3, 2, 5, 2.
1 pill, 2 pill, audio. Here, I don't know. Let me back this off. There we go. That's the 1 pill into the 2 pill.
That didn't sound so good.
Oh, am I overdriving it then? Oh no. Oh no, I'm under. There we go. Audio.
Yeah, it's better.
That's too damn much.
That sounded good there.
This is probably alright.
Yeah, on my old console 2 here, you're giving me a 7 to a 9.
Yeah. Countywide radio, 441 on this antique flea market transmitter. Sonar FS23.
My junkyard scrap swinging backwards and ready to blow up.
All them SBEs do that.
Just put it to the curb, Top Gun. We'll be by to collect it.
I'll cover it up with a little bit of snow that we got up here.
Yeah, just throw like a piece of cardboard over it so it doesn't get wet before we pick it up.
Yeah, curb alert, curb alert. I'll come by and get it.
Let it down in a pillow by a strong cord. 10-4?
Yeah, right. No, I think this radio and the other one I got, they're going to stay right here in a nice warm radio room.
Tie it to the back of the truck and drag it to him. Wouldn't that be considered a hate crime? I can't find those two books that saved my life.
Drag it by its mic cord. I just get a kick out of this little console too because they got the big on the air when you're keyed up. Kind of reminds you like you're in a studio.
I like the console too. I think that's a nice radio, nice and compact. Yeah, the Brady radio.
Yeah, I always liked this one. I got 3 of them now, 2 for parts and 1 to keep this going. This one, the chassis was the covers were a little screwed up, but I had another one where the covers were perfect. And it's a nice looking radio, nice and clean. Everything works, and I'm good to go.
Got me one too. I had 2 of them, but I let one go, and the other one I'm keeping. 10-4.
I almost bought a Land Commander 8 the other day, but I let it go. That's my next one on the list.
No, I've never heard one of those SBE products sound bad, and they all seem to have a consistent sound. They concentrate right on the center of the audio frequency, so the reproduction of the voices is generally nice. It's never too bright, and it's never too dull. It's like right in there, and that's one of the reasons why I purchased one. 10-4.
Yeah, well, that's why I always liked them. I got that. What the hell was it? The Trinidad, the old box radio that I picked up. It's for like $20 at the yard sale, and that was the first one I got, and I ran that. And finally something went wrong with it, and it didn't work anymore. But I was like, you know what, I really like these radios. And I just, little by little,
collecting them as I go.
Roger, there's a $400 and something price tag on that console too when it was new, so it was not a department store radio. 10-4?
Yep, yes, I know that. Yeah, I guess back in the day, I guess this is what, you know, it gets me. Sideband engineer, and this damn thing don't even have a sideband.
But I think that they were doing some things with sideband, and that's how they got their name, and they just put out other radios that didn't have sidebands, but they didn't need to change their name just because that one didn't have sideband. Now the console 2 does have sideband and some, or does it? Does console 2 have, yeah, I think it do. Do it?
Yeah, this one's got sideband, but like the Trinidad 1, 2, they don't have sideband on them. Neither does the Cortez, the mobile unit. It's just funny, you know. Sideband engineers and some of the radios don't have sideband.
Then you need to pick yourself up a sideband or 3. It's a sideband only mobile. Now what's wrong with your microphone? Nothing's wrong with my microphone. You have a gargle, bagger. Yeah, I know.
I think Tim might have one of those sideband or 3s.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a hollow voice piece. Not quite sure why that is. Sounds like you corrected it. What was you saying about Tim, Dave?
Yeah, I think you might have one of those sideband or 3s.
Tim, you still there? Yeah, I'm here. Ask him, Dave.
You still have that sideband or 3?
Ron has it, remember?
Okay, Ron has it. You used to have it, and then Ron got it.
Yeah, I sold it to Ron. I don't know if he does. I heard he still has it.
And Ford.
Yeah, that was a pretty unique radio. Not too many people bought them because it didn't have AM in it. And most people weren't dedicated sidebanders. My first sideband was a TRC 448. And those people didn't even acknowledge me because I wasn't one of the Echo Charlies or the Delta Charlies or, you know. They didn't even acknowledge me, man. I tried to get on sideband back in those days.
How about the SBE Super Console?
The Super Console? That's the one that had the built-in scanner.
And Ford.
Yeah, the police scanner built into it. That was kind of neat. Collectible item. Don't see many of them around.
My brother had one, he sold it, I don't know who he sold it to, on eBay or something a couple years ago.
You mean he didn't give it to you?
No, he got it off my mom.
All classic radio should be kept within the family. That's right. Yeah, give your kids a taste of the good stuff.
He gave my mom $1 for it.
Pete's out there doing musical radios. I should switch to something different too for fun of it. I don't know if I want to or not. I got me one. It's not exactly on standby, but I did warm it up today. I might switch later, but I don't know, man. I might just stick with this one and then listen to the Watergate, man, to see how we did. 10-4? That's right. Of course, I could, with the gate running, I can fire up the Galaxy and try that other mic, Kenwood mic, to see if that sounds better than my Echo Max.
Night Train.
Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Well, you can still switch to the other radio and hear how both radios sound.
I could. Yeah, I probably will before it's over. In other words, maybe within the last half hour or 15 minutes or so.
And did you get that guy's number from Skipland?
I sent him mine. We communicated via eBay. We sent messages back and forth. 10-4?
10-4. Yeah, he said he had all kinds of tubes and stuff like that. Anything you need, you can get.
Yeah, and then when I asked for four that I was interested in, he has to call the guy, quote unquote, to see if he have them, you know. All right, well, I thought that he had the tubes. You see what I'm saying? We really didn't need a third party, Roger.
And for another way, he said he can get them if you need them. Anything you need, he can get. So that means there is a third party.
All right, yeah, I thought he himself was like the tube man, you know, and that we had, you know, hit a spot, because I do have the need to upgrade a couple of tubes around here. But I also found that for the price that he was quoting, Dave, I could go online on eBay and buy a Primo set for the little thing that I was wanting them for, and that guy was looking at $40 a piece. I forget the number. I think it was 6JB6. Is 10-4?
10-4.
That was relatively high. I could get a whole set of those for $107.
And yeah, it was noisy in there today.
I enjoyed myself in there. I don't usually like daytime skip, but that was a little better than some of the previous days. And, you know, for us to be just talking in Texas so casually, it wasn't too bad. I was all right with it.
And I was surprised he heard me.
Yeah, he heard you. He didn't have a problem hearing you, man. You're 44 Dave, remember?
Yeah, quarter wave Dave. That's what he come back and said.
That's exactly what he said. I let him know you were my neighbor. Him and I were up on 20 earlier because I was up there testing, and that's how we got to know one another. 10-4?
10-4. Yeah, I heard you say that. How's this radio sound, Night Train?
Sounds good, Dave. I don't know what you on, but she sounds good.
Yeah, I switched back to the TRC 455.
All right, yeah, I have one of them downstairs, and the last time I got on it, it started squealing like fireworks and a celebration. 10-4?
10-4.
Countywide radio. Still on my FS-23 after sidetracked by dogs.
Incidentally, just for my own reference, in case I go back and listen to this Spear Radio download, I am on the Tram D201A. I need to know this my own self. The other night I was listening to one of them. I'm thinking for the life of me, which radio was I on? You never know.
Unless you announce your radio on the Spew Radio Network.
That's right. Live on Spew Radio, where you're always 10-8 straight.
And for future reference, it's recorded in digital format on the Classic Radio Roundup Watergate session.
Roger. Also, No Streak would like to know from time to time, guys, what you all are running. You know what I mean? When you come in there, that's kind of like part of the fashion show. What are you wearing today? You know what I mean? Especially since this is all audio. 10-4?
Except for mine. Mine all get videoed.
The This is true.
I started out with a TRC-55 that was usable, but not quite satisfactory. Cobra 98, I may even switch back to that. Another 10 minutes of the Sonar, and I only went to the Sonar because you were talking about it.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I'm gonna try this MC85 microphone out on the Galaxy here and see how this thing sounds on the gate.
Galaxy.
Yeah. Yeah. High fidelity.
You're violating your own rules.
Yeah. High fidelity.
3 demerits.
Yeah. This isn't quite old enough to be a classic yet. I gotta wait about another 15 years.
3 demerits.
I started out on a unit in Grant, and then had some difficulty, and I pulled up my Galaxy DX66, Route 66V.
Good radio.
And then as a point of comparison, let's try this microphone out here. Ooh, why am I feeding back? We can't have that. The old typical Echo Max 2000. Oh, that's weird.
Just for your information, it don't sound so good on the FS23. I'm gonna have to go back to the Cobra.
Has a better receive on it?
Broader.
Oh, yeah, we want to do that. We want that broad receive. I'm waiting for the day you decide to fire up that Barker and Williamson and everything again.
Well, for your information, in case since you brought it up, Transformer Rewind service in Orono, Maine, emailed me a couple of days ago, and they have my modulation transformer in their hot little hands.
Took it long enough to get there.
Well, I didn't exactly send it out when I said I did. I had it in the box, though.
Well, maybe they'll fix it and you'll be back in fine style. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, once they get to it, it don't take no time. I'll have it back in, no time, slap it in there, and it should all be good.
Roger. I don't know. Yeah, we go.
Staying on that, let me go over to the Cobra.
Yeah, I'm just going to play musical microphones here for a second. Then I got another experiment I want to try.
Might sound all better on a Cobra. Hang on. Well, carry on, but hang on. Countywide.
Say hello on the Great Go.
So join in, man.
Great Go CB.
I'm back on the Cam 88.
Hey, Roger, Dave. Dave, you way down there, just so you know it.
No, I'm barefoot all night.
Simba.
You should look up December. That's also a classic radio. Dave, you down there real loud.
Yeah, how about now? Do I help you any?
Yeah, 10-4, there you are, Dave.
I had the amp turned off. I was running barefoot.
Yeah, but it was kind of hard.
Straighten those ears.
Barefoot and pregnant.
I'm like Operator Ron, man. I want to see some substance, Roger.
Tag Ford.
Chips and ice cream.
Substance abuse.
Alright. Countywide radio, 441.
Now you're back on the bus?
Yeah, oh, you sound much better on the bus.
All right, get on the bus. Forget about us. Put the blame on me.
Well, thanks for putting that in my head for the rest of the night.
Was that the Sonar that had the narrow bandwidth on the receive?
Yes. The Sonar has an narrower bandwidth on the receive. The Cobra 98 is broad as a barn door. Lets good high fidelity come through. And Dave, thanks for putting that song into my head for the rest of the night.
What one? Tie a yellow ribbon or say hello on the creek?
That yellow ribbon.
Around the old oak tree. And forget about us, hop on the bus, put the blame on me, blah, blah, blah. I'll be in a damn singing that all night.
All right, well, we'll just have to change songs and we'll have to hop on the bus, Gus. You don't need to discuss much.
I am on the bus, Cobra 98.
Where'd you go, Nitro? I tried for you.
I'm still hanging in there, man.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what were you running tonight.
I'm on the Robin T240D.
And Roger, here's what my question was. I have one over here that's on that same order, but it's not a Robin, but it's the same chassis. It's a Gemtronics, and I was wondering what microphone configuration, or do you remember for the wiring on your D104?
Oh, wow. I don't remember. But it'd be easy to look up.
Where did you find that information?
I got a, somewhere floating around here, an astatic, wiring chart. And it lists about, hundreds of radios, actually.
What Gemtronic is it?
Oh, no, you could just text me that, pen 1 equal white, pen 2 equal, and then we can go from there.
What Gemtronics is it?
The GTX 5000 40 channel.
Yeah, what mic you wiring to it?
It would be a static D104.
TUG8?
I really don't know, Dave. It's the Golden Eagle.
Okay, Golden Eagle. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
1 is white, 2 is red, 3 is blue, 4 is shield.
Got it, Dave. White, red, blue, and shield. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nitro, the question has been answered.
Sir, I copied that. I think Quarter Wave Dave has got the same book, Roger?
10-4. And yellow no connection and black no connection.
Oh no, no connections.
Typical.
Yeah, typical. Nobody ever wants to have a connection anymore.
Oh, man, the world's connected via the internet.
Yeah. You do have connections on the world. But anyway, that's the way that goes.
Folks could go online and tell what color drawers you're wearing, man.
I think that's better for Instagram. A picture's worth 1,000 words. But once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. Alright, let me try this other mic again.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Now let's see how this one sounds. This one needs a little bit more high end to add it in. But yeah, I think it's working. And it's got built-in speech compression.
Musical microphones on Classic Radio Roundup.
Yeah, it's like Mr. Microphone. I got one.
Which mic has the built-in speech compression?
The MC85 does.
Is that's a Kenwood mic?
Yes, sir.
Does it get, do you have to put a 9-volt in it, or does it get power from the rig?
It'll work either way. You put 4 AA batteries in it, and or it can grab power from a suitable radio that's set up to send it. Like my VHF radios will all power this thing.
Yeah, it sounds really good. It was the M87, you said?
MC85, Mike Charlie.
Yeah, it's a good sounding mic.
Yeah, I did a little broadbanding to it. Changed a couple cap values, trying to get it to accentuate the low end a little bit more.
Well, I think you ought to throw it in the trash can so I can put it on my 430.
Or I could put it on my 530.
Yeah, well, well, that's true. I put a 4-pin connector on it. They usually come with the 8 pins, but...
Yeah, actually that MC50 works pretty well with it.
It works darn well with it. That's a hell of a combination.
How about it, Pete? You got a copy?
Hello, Top Gun.
Hey, 10-4, working this SB. This Simba, come on.
I don't have any trouble hearing you on your Simba.
Yeah, I turned it on. I had to let it warm up for a little bit.
Well, it's working. I'm on this antique Cobra 98 long glass radio.
Oh, 10-4, no doubt about that.
Yeah, that Simba sounds good.
10-4 on old D104.
Does this thing sound like the big old-time CB radio station, big audio, big room kind of sound?
Yes, it does.
That's what I'm looking for. I want that mid-70s big room acoustics.
That's more like a mid-60s, or late 60s anyway.
Yeah, late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah, that's how they used to do it with tubes before solid state took over.
I think this radio had a 4-year run. I remember looking, I think it went from 68 to 72.
Yeah, because that came out after the 88. That was like the improved version.
Hey, Countywide.
Countywide radio.
Here, I'm looking all over for the book. I had made copies out of Dave's book. I gave Dave his book back, and he lent me another book. So, if there's a way for me to get you the photocopied ones of that particular radio, it's yours.
All right, we'll work it out one way or another. It's not an emergency or anything.
Okay.
Now I can hear you, Operator Ron. How you doing?
All right.
I had to retune the frequency, that's why.
Well, this thing here is broad as a barn door. If you're putting out a signal within 2 kilohertz, I'll hear you.
Which also makes for good fidelity. Alrighty then.
Yeah. Classic radio roundup. Hopefully all you hear is my wood stove fan and not the 8-pill fan. I slowed that thing down.
Yeah, there is some sort of fanage going on in the background there. Of course, in my background, there's lots of fans.
Yeah, like I said, I think you hear the wood stove and not the box. I actually put I wound up with like 3 ohms or something and a 10-watt resistor. There was already resistors in there slowing that thing down, so I had to balance it to slow it down without it actually stopping.
It's better.
It's less annoying to me, too. I hear it, but it's less annoying. It doesn't have that shrill whine. It's just sort of running.
Maybe you can just get like one of those plant, those tropical plant leaves and hire somebody to come fan it for you.
Why would I want to hook up something that's going to cost me money? I'm cheap.
Well, but it would be quiet.
No fan at all would be quiet.
Oh, but then it would overheat.
There's a heat kit amp on the bay, no fan.
At the power levels I drive it at, I probably won't overheat it, except for when I get into the 0.5 moods.
Had a conductive cooled tube in it.
0.5 in the cat box.
Yeah, I've had some of them amps with the conductive cooled tube.
Old 05 down there in the kitty litter.
Yeah, rolling around in the cat box.
How appropriate is that?
I don't know. You tell me.
Rolling around in the kitty litter.
Hey, I call it like I see it.
Maybe hear from him. There was a guy in Florida came on right when Roundup started.
I don't know. I just get this feeling someday like we're just going to be in there talking and he's going to pop in there and he's going to be like in the mobile up in this area because for whatever strange reason he decided to come for a visit. That's why he'll have to do it in secret then.
He'll have to go incognito.
He'll come in at a time like now when we're talking about him and like, see, I knew you guys didn't have my back.
I can guarantee he won't come up in the wintertime, though. It'll have to be in the summer.
He'll come up when everyone's listening, and next thing you know, everyone will be keying on him and playing noise toys and lockdown radios, and NASA satellites will be linking up, and oh my God.
Oh yeah, every ham in the greater Pottstown area will be tuning in and taking notes.
They'll be playing old video gates of them.
Dogs and cats living together.
That would be funny, though. I'll tell you what. I don't like the guy much, but that would be funny.
He was entertaining. I will say that. Entertaining.
Yes, sir.
He did liven things up, and if you were like drinking on a Friday night, it was a buddy to get drunk with on the radio. It was great for me, like next door like that. Nobody could get in between us. We'd just drive everybody crazy. They'd try like hell, though. Boy, would they try like hell, because he'd just egg them on. That's when they started doing the mobile jamming. Remember? They started driving around and parking in his driveway and plugging his ears.
Except for JR.
Yeah, that's the one exception. Had that big beam in Tennessee Walker.
He sold that Tennessee Walker. Whoops.
But he got right in between us. He got right in, and he cut Firestarter's lips off. All I heard was JR over here.
Yeah, it was bizarre. I'm surprised that happened.
That was funny, man. I wish I had a gate of that. You know, a video gate of that. JR from, what, 12 miles away cuts my neighbor's lips off from less than a mile.
I have that gated. The only problem is it doesn't matter to me because, you know, I wasn't there.
That was a pretty cool.
Hey,
Hello.
I think I might have some of that gate. I'd have to go back into the archives, but I think I might have some of that.
Well, I got that whole night recorded. That was the night 2-Watt Willie and Papa Bear came down and recorded. They were doing a key down.
Yeah, but I mean, it would have been better now with a video gate where you see the S meter, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I got some of his conversations with him and Monkey. Some of that shit was funnier than hell.
Oh, and him and Green Dog I've got going on to the wee hours of the morning.
I got some of that, too. Because that started right after this whole bit went off. Green Dog's in there going, drunk man, drunk man.
God, we would be back and forth, and oh, God.
I do have hours of gates. I still have to go through some of them because I recorded some that I have, you know, that went on for 2 hours, and I didn't even get to go through them completely yet. I don't even know what's on some of them.
Fond memories of radio antics, you know, but it always gets nicer in retrospect. Some of it was pretty horrible to live through. I turn the radio on, and it's just, if I can't shoot Skip, I'm going to drop them all day long. That's to cue up the Barbie song.
No.
I'd turn the radio on and I'd have 20 dB, well, not 20, I'd have 60 dB ever S9 of that, Barbie girl.
Oh, God, down at the Tiki Beach.
The Tiki Beach.
Oh, I knew that wasn't going to work. You can't put a pool in a basement.
All I could think about was Ellie Mae Clampett going, Paul, you making a cement pond in the basement?
Ready to blow myself up.
I liked when he was on that Russian tube amp and like, I think this thing's giving me brain cancer. I get headaches.
That thing was emitting X-rays or something. Every time he'd run that thing, he'd get headaches from it. I'm like, dude, you're gonna end up with a big lump sticking out of your head someday.
I remember him. He was keyed up one night. I was picking up the boy from Twin Valley High School, or the middle school. And he was in there, and he's like, my God, he goes, it's over 100 degrees in this room. And I'm thinking to myself, holy shit.
Well, he likes Florida heat, man. He should have been happy.
He'd probably ride it home.
He was good for entertainment value, there's no question.
Oh, God. I look back at that stuff, and it's like, why did I waste the energy? But I guess it, like you said, it was entertainment. It was something to do on a cold winter's night.
You know, after a few beers, he was fun to be with.
Well, you gotta watch though. See, when he had a couple of beers, he was fun. But then he'd get too many beers, and then he'd start to get obnoxious.
Right. You had to hit it at the right spot.
I used to always tell him, no, be quiet down there. Go take a Geritol, go take a nap.
Yeah, 60 dB over S9, a friggin' Barbie girl.
Yeah, or a siren.
Yeah, that's right. He had that air raid siren.
Yeah, and then I made one for him on the computer, the air raid siren with echo. And then people started copying that one because it went on longer.
For hours.
Hours and hours, dude.
And then Joe would get in there with his little siren thing there and lock the channel down.
Yeah, I miss Joe. He bought that stinking big-ass beam from JR, and he never put it up.
I haven't heard him in ages.
Yeah, he just kind of, I guess he, when the fun stopped, I guess he lost interest.
Yeah, I guess he liked the war aspect of it, and he was gonna be top dog, and then it all fell apart. Nobody to compete against.
Yeah, he had what, 32 pill or 16 pill or whatever in that Suburban of his, and
Probably sold it.
yeah, he probably did.
I bought his 8 pill.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind finding one of those Texas Star Sweet 16s. That would be an interesting amp just to have on standby.
This thing has room. You could put 8 more pills in it.
Oh, yeah.
But then I gotta get a power supply to support it all.
Well, that's just it, you know. When you talk about 10 to 15 amps per pill, you know, it starts to stack up.
Yeah, I mean, I can support the 8, but I get any more than that, it's out of control.
Spitfire, did they say you could stack 3 of those Astrons or only 2?
I know you can parallel them. Any more than that, I don't know.
Skeeter.
I would imagine you could put 4 of them together. I don't see why not, as long as all the parallel lines are all connected.
Yeah, Skeeter, you still in there? Yeah, Tim, look. Hey, who was that guy tonight that was offering up a 100 amp power supply earlier? Who was it? That wasn't Paul, was it? No.
I'll know his handle when you say it. I just can't think of it. Was it Big Paul? No.
He didn't say that was an Astron, did he? JD said. Yeah, I thought you could parallel up the 3 of them big Astrons. That was a fat boy, I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh, unregulated, that's right.
Yeah, he said it was a fat boy.
Hello there, Night Train. Los Ops
CB station. How about it, Dave?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dave, you know what? I never did understand why. Why did they ever put the speaker on the side of this radio?
Probably because they had no more room in the front.
Oh, they should have got rid of the clock and put a speaker there. Because, it's almost like you gotta listen to the speaker, you gotta turn it kind of cockeyed a little bit.
Yeah, then the other version, they put it on the bottom.
Yeah, now the bottom actually makes sense, because I've got, the Roy 640 has a speaker on the bottom, and my Cobra 135 fires down towards the bottom, and that actually works pretty well. But that, yeah, out on the side, if you put that thing in a bookshelf or with something up against the side of it, you block the speaker.
Yeah, I have it wide out in the open and everything, but I have to almost, cock it. I never did understand that, why they did that. But I guess it is what it is. Get an external speaker, that's why they had the plug in the back.
Yeah, that works. That solves the problem.
Yeah, speaker on the side is about the worst place. The bottom is second best. The front, obviously, is the best.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in there for a second.
Hey, for what it's worth.
Roy 642's down firing.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Cobra 98, they put it right there in the center at the front, firing at you. Big speaker. I mean, they're radios, okay? The primary function of a radio is to hear what's coming out over the radio waves. It's an audio device. Why hide the speaker?
Marketing faux pas.
Demco got it right. They gave you a speaker in a separate box right off the get-go.
Well, having it down fire almost makes the bottom of the chassis like a compression driver,
That's not a bad spot on the bottom. I had that Simba that was down firing.
Yeah, you would lose the high frequency naturally, but it would act like a compression driver, kind of like a horn almost.
The Hallicrafter's R274D didn't even come with a speaker. You had to provide your own.
Yeah, that's right. I think the only, I have a Galaxy 95T, no speaker. Nope, none under there, just a big heatsink.
8 and straight. Oh, man. That sounds funny.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Nah, you sound all right.
Oh, I don't sound fuzzy. Must be the receiver I'm using.
I hear alarms going off.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
You setting off the smoke alarm over there?
No.
You putting out some of that 100 ohm smoke? Gotta put the smoke back into the radio.
Yeah. Lots and lots of smoke. The heck am I coming? I'm shooting through something.
Keep the smoke inside. Otherwise, it's going to cost you time or money or both.
That's right. Alright, now I gotta try this other experiment here. There's something else I gotta try.
Well, your experiments are being recorded.
Yes. Your call is being monitored.
That one kind of has like a distant sound to it.
Distant sound?
Yeah, like not as punchy. Like I hear the fans and all, but it's not like punchy like the last one.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm just trying to set something up here to get myself. Yeah, this one's kind of tinny though. Maybe the sidekick works better on that.
Yeah, tinny, almost like I'm listening to a recording, you know?
Way tinny.
Right. All right. Let's try this one.
Over Maj.
Oh, that's never good. Oh, that's not gonna work.
Half-field.
No.
Half-field.
Oh no.
Speaking of mics, how's this one sound?
Sounds like a cup.
Styrofoam.
Styrofoam, huh? Alright, never mind.
It sounds like a plastic cup.
Yeah, paper cuppish.
Red Solo Cup.
You guys want to turn the mod down some? How about now?
I don't know, pinch your nose once.
Hello?
Take a piece of cardboard and wrap it around it.
Pinch your nose, it sounds better.
Put a string on the one end.
I got a dead D104 head and I'm playing around putting different elements in it.
I'd say call Progresso Soup once.
Well, that one ain't working. You're sounding like Geraldine. You have reached the number you have dialed.
Call up Progresso Soup.
Am I back?
There you are.
Alright, time to try a different element.
There was a breaker out there. Hey, Dozer, on Classic Radio Roundup. Where you at? Where you at, Dozer? Okay, copy on the Hatfield. Anyone else here?
Hear who?
Dozer.
Yeah, I hear him. I was just screwing with him.
Better fix that styrofoam.
Cool. What radio you running, Tickle?
I'm back on my 2000.
Okay. I'm on a DX66.
That's not a classic rig.
It's a very early Galaxy. It goes back to the 80s.
That was a double there.
I said 1980s.
It's all good.
We got another breaker.
Yeah, just firing up the old Simba, seeing that it's working.
Simba's working with a bunch of classic operators.
Ah, there you go. I'll let you peep. Wow, you're booming here on this thing.
Working this Cobra 98 by B&K.
Alright, you're on that 98. Geez, I guess I'll have to fire up my Simba. Cool radio. Why, yes it is. Big old box.
What was their desk mic called? Super Modulator or something? Modulator 2 or something?
That's it, Supermod 2.
Super Modulator.
Dun dun dun. Much for about useless.
They look kind of cool.
Yeah, they did. They took a 9-volt battery, but you still couldn't get any audio out of them. Oh, that was an amplified mic. I thought it was unamplified. Just a fancy stock desk mic. Maybe I'm live, out so well.
Wow.
Yeah, cast and polished aluminum with wood grain simulated plastic.
Kind of reminded me of that Turner Expander 500, or it sort of resembled that in a sort of way.
Yeah, but the Expander 500 worked.
Well, sometimes it did.
Yeah, that's true.
I had a lot of trouble with feedback, squeals, and, it was a tough mic to get to work right. Some radios just didn't like it.
Actually, the yellow wire came in for the special switching.
Well, it didn't need special switching, it just had a lot of feedback problems.
And wasn't there a resistor or something you're supposed to put in the lines and eliminate that crap or whatever?
Well, yeah, that was a standard thing. You put a 2200 ohm resistor in a white lead. That was a common thing back with the turn mics in the day. But, yeah, this went above and beyond that.
I gotta find a power supply for this Soda.
That's enough classic radio roundup.
Oh, the one internal doesn't work?
Yeah,
For one day.
works